In the 1300s, in one of Europe's muddy villages, you opened your eyes as the child of a poor family. Yeah, you're a bit unlucky. In fact, let's be honest, your chances of hitting the lottery were higher than the chances of having dinner with a nobleman back then. You spent your infancy on straw, playing hide-and-seek with rats. But hang in there, because what you're about to see will make you feel much unluckier. Time passed, you managed to survive somehow, and you've grown up. You're now at an age to work in the fields, or perhaps start your own family. But one morning when you wake up, you notice the village smells different than usual. This isn't just the everyday smell of manure. This is the smell of death. There's a strange commotion in the streets. People are putting red crosses on their doors. And that's when you see them. Men wandering outside wearing long beaked masks that look like giant birds. They are plague doctors. Inside those beaks are medicinal herbs to block out the foul stench. But let me give you a spoiler. None of it works. During the plague epidemic, people truly had to endure all of life's hardships at once. People with swollen bodies, those suffering from high fevers, and those fighting for their lives. But history's greatest pandemic slowly began to spread across all of Europe. Unfortunately, the world suddenly faced a collapse. Millions of deaths and millions of sick because of the disease. It was a grueling time for humanity, and it was etched into the dusty pages of history. The darkest day of the 1300s. So, how did people endure the plague epidemic? In reality, the pandemic didn't just improve on its own over time. People's immunity grew stronger, and they began to live more isolated lives. Great attention was paid to hygiene. For instance, care was taken to clear garbage and waste from the streets, and mass graves were moved far away from the cities. Of course, commercial goods and ships also began to be disinfected. Since people lived more in isolation, they moved away from agriculture and focused more on livestock. With these measures, people managed to curb the disease, but the plague never truly vanished. People simply got used to living with it.